I got home from work and I'm so excited because I went to the grocery store and I got some potting soil because the other day I bought some pots because I have to repot some plants that kind of got too big for their pots. And then I brought it home and I was like so excited to do it, and it's the highlight of my day. And then I thought maybe you guys would want to join. So anyway, that's what's happening this evening is I'm potting some pots, and I have toast that I'm making right now. And hey Josh, and so that's it. So we can hang out, and since I'm in my kitchen, I have an old iPad that's probably like 15 years old. It was like one of the first ones. And I rarely use it, and I'm charging it up. And if I can get it to charge, then I can read the comments. So otherwise, it's hard to read the comments on what you're being viewed on to me. Well, I guess I'm being viewed on it to me, but where the comments come, that's where I can see them. So Geopent, I can read that. And Josh, you should check out the last video. Bonjour, Jonathan. See, they go away like before I can finish reading them. So anyway, hang out with me if you'd like. I'm going to be doing my favorite thing right now, which is getting these these plants in like these beautiful pots I'm so excited about. And I have more than what you see right here. So it'll be an evening of that. And I've also got toast going, so bear with me. This is totally impromptu. I just thought you guys would want to hang out. So good evening, Benito. Hey, Snakes. Salut, Jonathan. So I'm just getting this going. So I've told you guys before, you know, I love these. They're called English muffins, and I love them. And the stores have not carried them for a while because there was like a rush on bread. So I'm excited to get my favorite breakfast back. But tonight I'll be eating it as my dinner. Toast without jam. Greetings, TR, all the way to snowy Idaho. Good evening, Lex. Cabernet, oh to Pippi. Hi, Dalton, all the way from Brazil. I don't even know if you guys can see me over here. I guess so. Josh, the greyhounds are doing great. They have already had their dinner. I fed them when I got home. And now they're relaxing. They ran around outside and pooped and peed and did zoomies and, you know, sniffed the air and listened to the other neighborhood dogs. And now they're relaxing. All right. So, if I didn't get hungry, I would have jumped right into this, but I'm actually quite hungry, and I did not prepare food. Prepared food for the dogs. So, okay. The first pot that I'm going to do, this beauty, I love it, love it. Jonathan's watching his 7-inch TV. I can barely read. I'm so sorry, you guys. the comments go away, they fade, they pop in, and if there's too many, they fade quickly. So, a hug from Portugal, Joao, thank you. Hey Devin, good to see you. Okay, so, and what I did, I actually had some of this already potted, but I took it out because I want to put like a rock in the bottom, because it has a, see that little drainage hole down there? I don't want to get dirt into it because the thing is stuck on the bottom. So if dirt got down there, it'd be hard for it to drain. So I got my rock going. And yay, the fun part. As long as I don't get soil on my food. I was going to use, I bought a bunch of vegetable specific soil for my garden beds that, check that video out, the garden beds I did. Hey John! And I still have some that's not in those beds that I still need to put in actually another bed I'm going to do. And so I was going to take that and bring it inside. And what I've been doing is cooking the soil in this, in my oven. And the reason why I was doing that was because, like you may have seen, I had like a terrible roach infestation in my RV, in my fifth wheel. I could not get rid of them. And so that was like a massive nightmare of mine. So I heard that if you cook the soil, hey Kevin, it'll kill any eggs. So that's what I was doing, but I can only do this much at a time because this is the biggest pot I have. And that's enough for like one flower pot, you know, maybe a little more. But I have like a few, and it was gonna, so you have to cook it, then sustain it at 225, I think. So I use my barbecue thermometer. I put it in there, and it's got an extension that I take on the outside of the stove. And you have to sustain, like, now I can't remember. I think you have to sustain 250 degrees for like 25 minutes, or maybe it's 200 degrees for 25 minutes. And then it needs to cool off. So if I wasn't planning to until I went to the store and I saw they had potting soil, and I was like, forget cooking the soil. And I only got the potting soil because I needed to double check that this bag has no holes. I don't want any possibility of roaches. So it had no holes, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna do it. I think it'll be okay. I think what happened the first time with the roaches getting in my potting soil was because the bag was open. So don't have open soil, especially in the summertime, and then put it in a pot and bring it in your house. Be careful if you do that. So, hey Philip's mom. Yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kenny bought the potting soil. Josh says do more lives. You know, it's funny. I try to, and then I think, well, what would I say? And I don't know. The lives get me a little nervous, right? But if I have something to do or something specific to talk about, then it's fine. Like, this is something I can do, and I think, if you're like me, it's actually interesting. So I don't have to talk the whole time. I just missed a comment. I was going to try to read that. So the plant going in here came out of this teeny tiny pot. Or was it this one? It was in this one. Now I can't, oh, that one came out of that. So the plant that is going in this big one came out of this. And I felt terrible when I pulled it out last night and started doing this, because I saw that it was like super root bound. Catherine, thank you so much. Can you see those? Oh my gosh, I'm getting dirt all over. Look at those roots. Hold on, where? Look at all those roots. Oh my gosh, it's more than you can see on the video. Okay, so let's get this going. A little place for it to sit. This is highly appealing to me. Very therapeutic. In fact, before I get this on, I want to spray my roots. Let me find my spray bottle. I'm even going to give them the teeniest bit of food and spray their roots. Hopefully it doesn't burn it. Just give it like a crystal or two. Just the teeniest bit. And take a break for an English muffin. Howdy, Rippy. Josh, you need to go back and watch the previous video. Hi from soon-to-be-free Scotland. I'm intrigued because I don't know why you mean soon to be free, but it's very exciting because I know Scotland is probably for like 500 years, I mean, maybe 700, maybe, I don't know, wanted to be separate from England. Okay, I'm not an expert, but I think that's probably a good thing for you, I would think. DB says, what kind of jelly? It is Smucker's Raspberry Jam. Hello from Roswell. That's cool. McDougall McStuffies from Roswell. Oh. I think I have a, dang it. Toast should not hurt your tooth. I think I have a, like part of a filling came out or something. Because every once in a while I'll bite down and it hurts really bad. Catherine says, how's the weather? Weather's fine. 40s and 50s and rainy. It rained last night. In fact, I got in my almost the rest of my seedlings. Gargle with some clove. That's interesting. So when the rainstorm came last night, I was a little concerned because my seedlings were so new, like freshly planted. I was hoping they weren't going to get squished, you know, with all the rain pounding down on them. But they did great. It does not look good for one okra plant seedling, and for one cucumber. However, I've planted those a little early anyway, so I'm going to start seeds for them and plant them again. So I was just all gung-ho about, I just kind of did everything at the same time, seed-wise. All right, let me fill this up again. My bag is down here. Yeah, Beauregard Ruby says, so you have filled the new beds. I have, and I even filmed like putting the seeds in and all that. I just haven't edited it. So yeah, the video that you haven't seen yet, I've put the seeds in, grew them, and now I've even transplanted them. So reality is a little further along than the videos. Let's see. I just heard my phone turn on, or was it that? Let's see. Clove oil kills tooth pain. That's a good idea. I'll have to look into that. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm not reading all of your comments. But I think I saw somebody talking about the history of Scotland. And I'm trying to read the others as they go away, and they're gone. Thank you, Rick. He says, good to see you back. It's good to be back. It just takes, you know, it takes a lot of like time and effort. But if I can, you know, pair it with something like this that I think would be interesting, or at least, you know, somewhat entertaining, then it's a lot easier. Thanks, Steven. He says, looking good, kid. So this is a, spider plant. Talk for Alt knows it. This is a spider plant. And the leaves are all trimmed because kept dying, and now I know why. It was like super root bound. So I'm hoping I can let these grow out. They won't be dying. And the spider plants, they give off these shoots. See, this is like a little stalk, and it makes more spider plants. And I just happen to think they're like absolutely gorgeous. They're easy and cheap, and everybody has, well, you know, they're for like the plant fanatics. You know, they're like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But I love them, and so all these little ones can be put into new pots. So this was a little one at once that came off of one of those stalks. So I'm going to put some of these little ones and make more. And I will just have a lot of spider plants. Baby spiders, or you can call them pups, like Aloe does pups. Hey, Howard. But yeah, little baby spiders, I guess. I'm learning to chew on the other side of my mouth because of this. Just hi. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I think that one's done. Let me see. Hold on. Well, I can use this right now. So what I'm really excited about being in a house now is all the things I actually stored in my RV for years. I mean, and even years before that. Stuff that I got from my mom and my grandma. So this is one of them. And to be honest, I can't remember if this came from my mom or grandma. I think they both had the same one. But well, I can like have pretty things now. Let's see. Chris says we need a bottle of wine. Thank you, EA. Lorelei, it's good to see you. I met Lorelei at an RV park, and then she said she'd be back, and then before that I left. Danielle, you should check out my last video. See, instead of like going over everything like each time, I'm just gonna have to like say, go watch the other video. There's like so many changes. Oh, DB says, what kind of ladles do I have? Again, like I was just telling you about, with storing my grandmother's and mom's stuff. These were my grandmother's, and she had them hung up like just like this. So now I have stored these, I think, since maybe like 15 years old. And I've just never been in a place like, you know, permanently to put them somewhere. So Howard Moses says, do I miss boondocking? Not really. Yes, talk for all. Yes, they're copper. In fact, I saw them, like some identical ones, in a copper store in Arizona, in right outside of Jerome, and they were like, I don't know, like one of these was like $40 or something, because it's like kind of an antique. Maybe it wasn't 40, but anyway, for me, they're just my grandparents' stuff. Okay, so we have the first pot done. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? I am so excited. It's got these little stems hanging out, and I have a spot for this. It sits over by a little thing over here. All right, so the next one, I think I was planning to put this one, in fact, I should put this up here and these here. Okay. What is Princess House? Okay. Arm 31 says, how are the Greyhounds liking something? Christine, you came in a little late. I'm eating English muffin toast with butter and jam on it. Okay, now I can get my food out of the workspace. It's probably a good idea. Let's see, that's probably, look at those roots, poor guy, I got him all squished. I feel terrible. I'm already out of this. Okay, let's get this in there. Happy plants, like Bob Ross. Happy trees, happy birds, happy plants. Sweet Home, Oregon. I can tell you guys are having conversations between yourselves. Very good. That makes me very happy because I don't want to talk all the time. Fish poop. Hey, I just bought some fish poop. I think that's, I don't know what it is. Fish fertilizer. It makes your plants very happy and stink, and it might attract neighborhood cats to pee in it. So I'm hoping to not have that happen. I don't even know if this is liquid. Oh, I think it's liquid. Oh yeah, oh, it was stuck. There we go. Apparently it stinks really bad. Man, and I had aspirations of cleaning the bathroom and vacuuming tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Okay, Top Girl says aquaponics, fish plants, fish poop needs plant. Okay, that would be so cool. I totally have my eye on that. And if you don't know what that is you have so you can grow plants in different mediums. The roots don't have to go in soil, but they just have to absorb the right amount of nutrients and food and water and stuff like that. So you can grow plants in water. You have to like balance it all out. But then there is a way that you can, if you have fish living in the water below, they create a certain amount of nutrients that the plant needs and wants. So it's a cool idea to, if you can have your plants growing in, some tanks that they kind of suspend over the tanks, and then the fish are underneath, then you've got plants you can eat. I mean, you could grow non-edible ones. You've got plants you can eat, and then fish. So that's a really cool idea. I love that idea, and I'm envious is too strong of a word, but I admire when I see that. I think that is so cool. It's a goal of mine. Alrighty. Happy plants and happy dogs. They're all chillaxing, and Chase just sighed really loud, and they're on their, I bought raised beds for them. So they're 9 inches off the ground, and their bed's kind of like a hammock. So it's good for, sore muscles as they get older, or joints and muscles. And then on top of those beds, I have like at least 2 layers of pillow beds for them. So they have very nice beds, and I just heard Chase sigh really loud, and that makes me happy. Okay, here's number 2. Isn't that pretty? I love it. All right, I'm gonna go put this over here. And now that I have space and I'm not in my RV, I can buy, I'm not going to do it a lot, but I can buy non-functional decorations. Well, it is fun. I told my aunt, she goes, it's functional. She said it makes you smile. So, do you guys want to see the first decoration that I've bought for my house? Isn't it cute? I absolutely love it. Isn't it pretty? I just love it so much. So I have some of the plants sitting next to my meditative froggy girl. Froggy frog! So, oh, actually, Christine, I have some moss. So, Lorelai, she says, he is adorable. I know, I love him. I almost think it's a girl. I'm not sure. I kind of get a feeling it's like a female one. I'm not sure, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It is my first decorative purchase for the house. So, I love it. Okay, what is next? Let me look over here. Casey, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, I had these in my RV, and they're succulents, and I just didn't have very good luck. So then I put stuff in there, and so I removed those things, and then it removed a lot of dirt. So right now, I have this succulent that's got like this long strand and this little root ball. And then I have this one, which I thought was gonna die because the crickets ate it. But then if you see the top, it's absolutely gorgeous and healthy. So I was thinking, and I didn't Google it, I was thinking if I buried this, it wouldn't be like, you know, I mean, look, that is like, it's kind of ugly, right? Look at that. And it's all like chewed on and, you know, wilty and stuff. So I might put the two succulents together in this pot. What do you think? Let's see, I have one more over there. So this is the other pot that I bought. I bought 3, and they're all the same, but those 2 blue ones I just planted, they're the same pattern and like that, but they're that teal color instead of this cream. But it matches the same pattern. So, I know that plant's a survivor, right? Okay. But then I still have one more spider plant that's probably root bound. So I might put this one, which is growing out of its pot, in this guy. And then I'll put the succulents in that one then. How about that? Okay, I got a plan. Now, the question is, I just hope I don't hurt it. Look at that. Oh, it needs some care, that's for sure. But at the same time, it's rather hardy. Let me try to soften up its roots. Okay, there is that. And this guy. Yep. He's a survivor, but really pretty on top. It is still living. Some of the bigger things are dying, and I can see actually 2 new flower heads on it. So it might split and have 2 stalks. Okay. And I'm going to use some new soil. Okay. Let me get my cup. I'll mix it with some of the old soil so it doesn't get too much of a shock in case it liked the soil. All right, so this one, I'm gonna have to do it like at an angle so that I can hide most of it, and this one's all short. I'm not going to break anything off yet. Actually, it doesn't need that yet. Okay. I'm totally making a mess. Okay, there we go. It'll just have to learn to grow upward. Put it like that. And then I keep trying to read the comments, but when I look up, there's none. I'm using the water to kind of push the soil behind it. Okay, now I got space for this guy, I hope. And I'll kind of get his stem underground a little bit too. Okay. Oh, here is the other part of it. And this is its other survivor. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I found that. I'm glad I did. T.R. Bolin says he's grown succulents and cactuses for years. I am not following your conversation, but I'm glad you guys are chatting. I wish I could hear it, because then I wouldn't have to look up. Now hopefully with the amount of water I'm getting in here, they're not going to have a fuss. Oh, and this one. This little one has literally, it's actually growing really well, but it's like been connected to its roots. Arm, good night. Sleep well. I'll just put him in the back over here. Well, I'm so happy my little cactuses are finally having a better home. I hope they like it. I like it because they look a little nicer than how they were looking before. happy, then they're not going to look good. All right, we might be ready on this one. Okay, I need a paper towel. Da-da-da, the next one is ready. Isn't that a little bit better? That's a little nicer, isn't it? So I hope they're happy, and I'll put them back up on their window that they've been liking. Okay, let's see. Now we'll do this guy. Don't you love making a mess on Friday night? So a friend of mine is coming over tomorrow, and she has never seen my place, so, which means she's going to need to see all of it, which means I need to clean like really well. I mean, not that I'm messy, but I'm busy, and so I'm not always as clean as I would like to be. Okay, I just realized I need a rock. So let me just look outside really quick. I will not be on the video for just a few seconds. Not a minute, hopefully. I'll be right back. The dogs love digging in their yard, and because of it, there's a lot of rocks that are like dug up and in the yard. So I'm set with that, and so we had a bunch of rain come, and I was kind of touching on this earlier, my seedlings that were just, you know, really needing to be planted. And then I was just, you know, too busy, or we had too cold weather, and I just needed to get the seedlings into the garden beds. So one day after work, I went out there and I was planting the rest of them, and I mean, there was just not enough time before it got dark, you know. So I was like still planting them in the dark, but it was almost a full moon. So it was like I was planting the garden in the moonlight. It was really cool. So I thought that was pretty fun. Very romantical. Alright, let me get, now that we're not with cactuses anymore, let me get more of this. And I'm going to put a couple crystals in here of feed. Just a couple crystals. All right, happy, happy plant in its new happy, happy home. All righty. Let me water its roots. If I'm not talking for a while, then you know you're hanging out with the real me. I'm actually not that chatty. Yeah, I could try to separate them out. I just don't want it to like fall apart. Let's see, let me try to do that. I was kind of hoping that the water was going to help separate them out. Yeah, I do not generally have any discomfort in long silences. All right. That is probably good. It's amazing how dry it was. Kind of makes me see that just watering it regularly might not be enough, but occasionally, you know, doing like a deep soak. Be well, I think it said Samantha. Sorry, I can't read it fast enough. Have a good night, Samantha. Yeah, Moses says sometimes silence is golden. Okay. Well, there is a little fly. One plant I have, I need to be watering it from the bottom apparently because it's got like some white mold on the top, and I think it's attracted like these little flies, and I hope those flies aren't getting in other plants. Is that another one? Gosh. cover any leaves. Chasey, you want to go outside, go potty? Hold on, Chase. Hold on, Chasey Wasey. He wants to go outside. I got my hands full, literally. 1 second, Chasey. Okay, hold on. Did you want to go outside, go potty? Oh, you want to go Legos. Oh, you want to go Legos. All right. This one's going to need a shower after I got it all dirty. Alright, let me get some more. Keep an eye for Chase. By now my kitchen floor would be full of dirt, soil. You can't see my floor, but there's dirt all over here. And yeah, it's on the ground too. Just go like this. I'll just put a little more soil on top. Yeah, so like I was saying, before I got this bag of soil, which I happened to get tonight, I was cooking soil to cook out any possible roach eggs or other bugs or fungus or anything like that. And, oh, I was like, what was my point? It smells very interesting when you cook soil in your oven in your house. All right. Keeping an eye out for Chase. Oh, I love that I have a yard and they can go in it and I don't have to take them out every time they have to go to the bathroom. Oh my gosh, talk about exhausting. Oh. And Chase loves to run, which is why he was, ooh, corned beef and cabbage, that sounds good. Which is why he was such a good racer. He was actually a AA racer, and he won almost a quarter of all of his races. So he has that heart to run. So you can't actually make a dog run. Pearl will tell you that. But Chase, he loves to run. So in the yard, he's got, all that space that he can run. And every single day he runs, every day. And then sometimes, almost every day he digs. He gets like this digging frenzy, and he'll dig, 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 really quick, like he's trying to get down, down in China or something. And then he'll like dig, and then he'll pause, and then he'll like zoom off. So everybody's talking about what they're having for dinner, and I had toast. Darn it. Well, I had salmon the other day. I'm getting better at making dinner for myself and not skimping on it. Oh, I love going to Costco. Like I'll get a bunch of frozen salmon, and then I just need to thaw one. Oh my gosh, you know what was my best purchase after getting my house? This. Best purchase ever. It's only like $10, $5, but I time everything. And if I turn on, if I cook in the morning before leaving, I'll put a timer on, always. And then I know for sure before I leave to double check to make sure I've turned the stove off. I'll thaw salmon, 20 minutes sitting in some water, I'll put it on the timer. I got plenty to do, feed the dogs, let them out, go change clothes, pick up something. Then and I now know all the minutes, for the salmon versus some other things that I cook. And Sprockets, you have to go check out my last video. Yeah, a lot of people haven't seen the, stuff going on. And there's definitely a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, best investment is a little timer. So yeah, studies and exercise is true. I love it. I use it all the time. And now, people say, oh, well, there's a timer on your phone, but my phone's not always right here. This is always right here. And even if I have my phone, I might be like listening to something, and then I have to like pause that to get a timer going. It's just, a timer is the best thing, a specific dedicated timer. So this is filthy. I'm not quite sure. I guess I can kind of like give it a shower, wash its hair, and get some of that stuff off. All right. Maybe when it dries, the dust will just kind of fall off of it. Okay, this is number 3, guys. Isn't it pretty and cute? I love it. And I hope and I think it will be much happier with a bigger pot and a refresh. So let me go put this down. Let me make sure I don't need any standing water in there. Okay. All right. Now, here is another. I bought this at the holidays, and I'm going to try to keep it going. And I don't know if I should put it in a pot or what? Oh, you know what also needs a pot? This. Or not pot, more soil. See, these are more of the little pups, or the like baby spiders. And I planted these because I didn't have soil when I took them off of there. They're in, what's it called, sphagnum moss, peat. They're in the sphagnum peat moss, whatever that thing is. And I don't think they like this. So now that I've got this going, I may as well change out their soil. Bet they'd be happy. And now I'm getting some peat moss mixed in. But this is a olive oil box. Isn't it cute? But these guys have never grown, and I don't think they're super happy in this moss. They need some soil and nutrients. Maybe I'll just kind of take out some of it. See if I can kind of leave them. And alright, I see their roots. So I'll just get some of that out of there. Okay. So what do you guys think? Should I put this in a different pot? Let's see. I've used everything. I only now have these little ones. It's kind of already in that size. Maybe I'll use the little ones for the other spider plant pups. And I'll just keep that in that one for now. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with your guys' comments. But I only see 1 to 3 on the screen at once. Plants like coffee grinds. You know, I heard that, and I was thinking of collecting some, but I think I might do that more for the outdoor plants, not the indoor ones. Okay, let me get this rich soil and see if they're, oh, let me spray that. Ah! I'm making a mess. Looks so nice with that rich, dark soil. I'm totally making a mess. But you know, one thing that I love is, like if I'm working on projects and stuff, it's hard for me to clean up because I need everything out. Like if I'm not done, in one day. So, like I've had seed stuff all over my counter for a while, but I'm kind of getting done with that. So I'm really excited to put it away and get it like back to normal and clean up. And I normally, I'll sweep almost every day, because, I put drainage in it, by the way. There is drainage in the box. I'll sweep out almost every day, and then I'll vacuum once a week. But I think, maybe I may have not vacuumed last weekend. So I might really due to vacuum. I totally missed your comment. Sorry guys, when it's that long, I can't, it doesn't stay up long enough for me to read it. Somebody, see, I also can't read your names enough to say who said it, but somebody just says, have you seen those shipping container farms? And when you call it a farm, I'm not sure, but what I love, and I've totally mentioned this in my videos for years, that I would love to do is those shipping container buildings. I have so many things I want to do. Yeah, somebody said vertical gardening. I want to do that and have it where, and it would be hydroponic roots, so it would, the roots just touch the water. I want to do that and have a pump, and I want it to be solar, solar powered pump. It won't take very much power. And then the pump pushes the water to the top, and then the water rains down inside this tube where the roots are. And yeah, microgreens, that's on my radar too. So I now have some grow lights, and I've dedicated the guest bathroom to be a grow room. So let's see. Yeah, square foot gardening, that's another thing. So anyway, there's so many things, and I want to do like all sorts of stuff. I can only do so much at once. But I was going to do one of those shower towers, you know, where it is hydroponic tower gardening. And I had all of the supplies ready to go. I even had stuff cut and everything. And then I decided to go on the road. And then that was, you know, 2.5 years, and I had to throw some stuff away. So let me talk about barn dominium. Anyway, I threw away all those perfectly cut little cup holders that would go on the tube. So anyway, I want to do it again. I think I still even have the pump for that. Totally on my radar. All right, I'm hoping these two little spider plant pups are a little happier in this different soil. I am getting tired, but I want to do the rest of those. I'm going to do them really fast. Well, who knows how fast it'll actually go. But let's see. Gems by MBK. Hello from Florida. I bet it's nice and sunny there right now. It's springtime here, but it's still, you know, cloudy and not warm. But it's perfect for my garden to start. All right, this is probably enough. Okay, this box is done. It's got better soil. Isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, so I will put that back over here. And now, so I think I won't put this in a, I need to get some of these things off actually. I'd like to see, some people say these are hard to keep growing, you know, past the holiday season. So I'm getting a lot of leaves coming off of it. Oh, it looks okay. But so far, so good. It's obviously different than what it you know, a little different than how it came in the store, all perfect. But okay, so I have 4 little pots, and let me get some pups from that first one that I planted. So hold on. Okay, I'm coming back. All right, so check it out. It's like a whole new little flower. So, okay, so let's get these ones in, and then I will bid you guys farewell for the evening. Let's see my little pot. So if I was not on a video like publicly, I would be probably singing to the dogs. And so like I'll take a song, maybe it's not a song that exists or it's just one that I make up, and then I'll sing the dogs' names in it, or like their pet names or something, and then you know, so it's not like you want to like sing that around other people. And have you ever, like, without thinking of it, started singing that way around other people? It's embarrassing, like singing weird names and, you know. So that's what happens when you spend too much time alone. You forget that you're being weird. Alrighty, let's see. Just get these going. Okay, let me get some water in there. Crystal water. Let me fill this up. Put some more crystals in there. Shake it. Shake it. Uh-oh. My, can you guys still see? Did it pause? Yeah, pandemic has taught us to entertain ourselves, says Remo, that's for sure. Let's see. My phone is unplugged. And was it paused for a second? Pause, but okay now. Yeah, it's because it said my thing was dying. Battery. did pause. Yeah, I sing in made-up foreign languages all the time too. I love that. Alrighty. Since these ones don't have roots, and I need to kind of get their own root system going, I'll make sure the soil is really damp. And I'm going to take the biggest one, which this one might be the biggest one. I'll put that one in here. Alrighty. We'll see how it goes. I love these little pups though. They're so cute. It's like you can have one plant and then in a few months you have more plants. Sprockets, the dogs are inside. They are sleeping after having their dinner and running around. And somebody said, okay, Rippy, are you talking about Chase's race name? It was Flesk Flyer. Remo says, are you into any TV shows? I just watched, let's see, I just finished the series and I absolutely loved it. It was called Anne with an E. It's based on the original Anne of Green Gables, but it was like a newer version. I loved that. When I'm working, like if I'm just doing data entry or something, it's like mindless, I'll put on something on Netflix. And I've been watching Gilmore Girls, because that's an easy one. I don't have to look at the screen to know what's going on. And let's see. I think there's some other ones. I love the. I've watched a lot on Netflix. They're called period pieces, and I love the old ones, like, in the 1300s or 1400s. Like I watched one called Versailles with King Louis the 13th, I think, the Sun King. That was really good. That was a series on Netflix. And I watched what is it called? Oh, the Tudors. That's kind of an older one. I mean, it was older production, but that was English King, Henry VIII. And Wonder Year. I remember Wonder Years. I totally had a crush on that guy. I think that, right? That's the one with, what was his name? Something, and then his girlfriend in the show was Winnie. I think that was Wonder Years, wasn't it? I feel like there's another one that I've been watching on. Oh, then here's another one. I talked about this one before. Somebody help me. I've mentioned it before. It was a railroad. Hell on Wheels. Okay, Hell on Wheels. Check that out on Netflix too. That was really good. CR, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It says, thanks for being you. That's so nice. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yeah, that was a good one. Hell on Wheels. And I feel like there's another one. What am I watching? Oh, but I also watched on Netflix. I don't know what the name of it was, but each season of the series had a different, like one had Caesar, one had, I'm not gonna be able to remember the names, but it was like I think it was called Roman Empire, and then it did the different rulers and stuff. So I don't know what LLAP is. Star Wars, of course, Star Wars. the London line. I don't know what that is either. So, okay, got, well, this is number 4, you guys. Isn't it cute? Look at that cute little thing. I love Ancient Aliens too. The Great. I don't know about that. Oh, rural Russia during the 18th century. What's it called? The Great. I'll have to check. I only have Netflix. I don't have other ones. But yeah, if that's on it, I will check that out. Yeah, there was another one I watched. See, I love those historical ones where they're historically accurate. Oni Din Line. Is Oni Din Line on Netflix? Is that what that is? It's on tonight at 10. See, I don't even know if I can get on regular TV. I just have Netflix. I don't even know if my TV would connect to like regular TV. Okay, let's get this wet. Oh, YouTube. Oh, okay. YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to. Maybe you'll have to email me that one. share@pippenings.com. Hey Frank, what's shaking? All right, get more soil. In fact, I got seeding. Yeah, I'll just put in this. Okay. It's getting too late for me to like change my mind and do different strategies. I'm just gonna get these in, and the great thing is the plant's got like, 6 more little pups on it, so if I really want it, I've got more, like if some of these don't work out. Alrighty, we will take, this is one of my bigger ones, okay. Take this and put that in there. This one has like new leaves at the bottom. There might be 2 little things. Da 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 da! Number 5! Isn't it cute? Love it! Make more EPS. Are you talking about graphic design? Alright, let's put this in here. Alright, put our water on it. Doggy door is too small. Are you talking about that doggy door? Yeah, that was a kitty door from times past. All right, next up. Actually, I didn't need to take this much soil out. We're almost done. Do this one. Are you guys getting tired? Get motion lights. I have motion lights. I got all sorts of stuff. Remo says, what's my favorite food? Ooh, I can't have a favorite. I love food. I've got all sorts of smoke detectors, gas detectors, motion detectors. I got all Channel, cameras. History. I love History Channel too. I really like, I like salmon. I like fish, particularly salmon. I like a lot of vegetables. I love fruit. I like barbecue. I like corn dogs. It's not just healthy stuff that I like, but I'm not picky. But I do eat what I prefer to eat, and it tends to be, that I would prefer to eat healthier stuff that my body naturally craves more healthier stuff. But I'll totally down a whole bag of Doritos in one evening. Try not to. Cookies, all that. Cavender's Greek. I love Greek food. All right, number 6 or 7 at this point. Cute. Tart flambe. Oh, I love pastries. Oh man, I love almond stuff, like almond paste and pastries. Somebody said 51. Did you say, am I going back to Area 51? What's my shoe size? It would be 7. Okay, so, women's clothes and sizes, they totally vary. Brian, you're going to have to go backward and watch the beginning because I've already gone over that. I don't want to make some people that have been watching for a while hear it again. Shoe size. Okay, so women's clothes, it's like different, like men's, one size is usually like that size, not universally, but amongst the different clothes, right? But women's stuff, different brands are just wildly variable. So shoes are not so bad as, like clothes, but I would say it would be a 7 to an 8 in women's shoes. Is that weird? We're talking about my shoe size? Yeah, Area 51. I loved Area 51. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. Heard some, sonic booms and all that sort of stuff. And there's not much to do out there. But I am glad I went. That was on my way back up to Oregon. Dang it, I'm missing these. Ooh, homemade grilled cheese and smoked red bell pepper. That sounds really good. Hungry in Montana. This vid is like 1968 TV. Right on. So do you believe in aliens? Are they here? Yes and yes. That's affirmative. All right. Last one. This video is going on. There's a white spot where the thing is. Can't read how much. Oh no, it's right there. 94 minutes. All right, I think we're about done. Let me get my last one going. There's the hair and my thing. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited to have gotten these in. Okay, and tomorrow I'm picking up some horse poop. So I'm looking forward to that, because don't you love to get bags of horse poop? What's everybody saying? Thank you, Lorelei. By the way, I didn't know, it's funny, we were just talking about how I was watching that show Gilmore Girls. I called you Laura Lee. And then after watching that show, I realized it's Lorelei. Aliens are real, otherwise the galaxy would be a waste of space. Hey, hey Chan, I haven't seen you for so long. I totally agree. Oh yeah, Chase's dad's name was Drifter. His mom's name was Energizer. Yes, he was born February 2, I think. I thought it was February 2. But yeah, that's him, Flesk Flyer. In fact, I have a video of him racing in one of my videos. I can't remember what the title of that was called. Did it say like Meet Chase or something? Laters, Lorelei. Horse poop for manure. Yes, I'm picking up horse poop to put in my garden and try to keep it not like dehydrating and stuff like that. So plus nutrients. Never go to Pluto, it's Mickey Mouse plant. All right, this one needs its little pot. They're so cute. Yeah, it will be a stinky ride home. All right, somebody just said bye, and I missed who it was. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. Of course, now it's like interesting because I'm talking to you guys. That was an old video. Yes, Kathy, that was a video in, I think, 2017. What was the name of that? Oh, yes. If you want to see Chase race, check out my video called New Crew Member. Like, just go on my YouTube and in the search put crew member. I think you'll find it that way. Flesk maybe on, yeah, you can find stuff online, but you have to like log in and stuff like that. Club something says I'm in zone 8. So stay in touch. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And hey, I haven't seen you for so long, Judd. It's good to see you guys. It's actually really nice to see you, the regular ones that I recognize because they've reached out to me or always comment. I totally know who you guys are. I mean, well, I don't know who you are, but there's history in the little name and picture that I see. So if that makes any sense. Oh, somebody's gonna watch Ancient Aliens. Very cool. All right, I will see you guys later, and thank you again for hanging out with me. Thank you for morally supporting me, and for the people that donated to the channel and purchased the soil and all the stuff this evening. So I really appreciate that. Area 51, the aliens hit roof. Yes, Area 51, that's where they hit my roof. So, okay guys, cheers, good evening, and I'll see you soon. It was really nice to hang out with you guys.